Alright, so how you guys doing? So we're gonna do a little eye look today. I'm gonna show you guys step by step on how I did it, how I achieved it and everything. I always just go with the flow on colors and pigments. I don't really like plan everything out. I'm gonna do one of my most like easiest type of looks to achieve when it comes to colors and pigment colors and all of that jazz. So let's just get right into it. Can we just talk about this damn coronavirus? Cause you know I ain't got no damn clients. I'm kind of, you know, pissed off about it. I can't make no money. I'm taking the e.l.f. 16-hour concealer. This is what I use to cover my brows, and I'm using it as eyeshadow primer. It's a matte concealer, so this is something that you really have to be careful for because this shit dries up real quick. So be careful when using the 16-hour concealer from e.l.f. Like you can see that little gap that I have right there for my brows, so that I'm using it as eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to fill that in. Alright, make sure it's evened out. Alright, so we have our eyeshadow primer on. Now I'm going to set it with my micro smooth powder from Sephora. Now this part is what I do for my brows. I take the powder and I press it into my eyebrows. Now what that does is it lightens it so it doesn't look so harsh and sets it. Because I have the dipper on. You know what's the best part? My eyebrows are gonna last so long, girl. This shit gonna be on all night. I could be getting, I could be working, I can go to the gym. These shits are gonna be on. So I already set my eyeshadow primer. So I'm gonna do a nice, simple, quick look. And I say this quick because if I was recording, this would take me at least like 10 minutes to like finalize everything, or 15 minutes, probably 20. I like to take my time, but it's really easy. This is something I call the Santana signature look. It's just a technique that I do with it because you're able to do any color, any pigment, and just like pop it on all together. But it's really quick and easy. So hold up, let me get my shit. So we already set our eyeshadow. So the palettes that I have on my desk at this moment is Juvia's Place. I have the Magic Mini. I have the Masquerade Mini. And then I have the Urban Decay Born to Run. And the reason why I picked these colors is because the pigments that are inside of it, matte and shimmer and satin, it just speaks to me. So that's basically what we're gonna be doing. I like to look at pigments of colors to give me like an idea or something, or just, you know, my creative mind. I'm going to take this color from the Urban Decay Born This Way. Born This Way? Urban Decay Born to Run, sorry. And I'm going to take Riff and Still Shot. I'm going to blend those two together. Give me more of a lighter color, but not so much pink, not so much of an orangey tone. And I'm going to start in the crease, and I'm going to lightly blend that in. And I'm doing light circular motions so that it blends evenly. So when it comes to my eye shape, I have more of a playtime when it comes to my crease area. Like between my brows and my crease, I have a lot of room. So I like to blend the transition shade there more, because then it'll be easy for me to pop any other color. But I still want to make sure that my eye shape and my eyeshadow go together. Define the crease and deepen it. Like if I wanted something quick and out the door type of look, I would have taken those two colors and then put it all over my eyelid. And the brush that I'm using is M573 from Morphe. Majority of the brushes that I'm going to be using is from Morphe. Alright, so now we have our transition shade. Next, what I'm going to do is deepen it. And what should I do? Alright, so first I'm going to use this color, Baja, from the Urban Decay palette. And I'm going to make sure that I define my crease a little bit more. And I'm using this brush. This is the Morphe M514 brush. And what I'm going to do is define my crease a lot more. So I like to tilt my head up so that I can see where my crease is. And then add that shadow right in there. Because my inner corner is very tight between my eye and my nose, because I notice, and even in pictures, sometimes my eyeshadow is so much here, so I tend to look this way just so that I don't have to extend the shadow that I'm putting. A lot more better. I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush and then blend out any harshness that I have. Alright, so now I'm going to deepen the eyeshadow, and I'm going to use this palette. This is the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to use this color called Ara, and it's a lot more of a reddish brown, so I'm going to deepen my crease more with that color because I don't want to lose this color we just put in. I just want to define my crease more. I'm using the same brush and lightly blending that into my crease. Alright, so now I got exactly what I wanted when it came to those colors that I chose. So y'all don't understand, like, it's hard to pick a color. I want to keep it more like in a brown, orangey tones. So I'm going to use Zulu from the same palette. I'm just tapping my brush onto it because Juvia's Place, their colors are pigmented. Making sure everything's blended. Now we're going to deepen it even more. So I'm going to use this shade called Punk from the Urban Decay palette. And I'm going to use this brush instead. This is the Morphe M506. This is my favorite brush to use for my crease. Tap off the excess and do the same thing. Tilt your head up and add that product in, because you don't want to fuck up what we have in the gradient area where it's like blending upwards, like it just mends together. And I'm doing this with my eye open so that when I, open it a lot more wide, like tilt my head up, you can see the two shades, the separation of it. But then when I look this way, you can see it's blended together. Oh yeah. Alright, so now we have our eyeshadow finished. I'm going to deepen it even a little bit more. I feel like you always have to make sure of the brushes that you use, because you have to make sure that it works with your eye shape. That's why I'm using these more smaller, fluffy, rounded brushes, because it helps me get in there, Taking this one and just making sure everything is blended out. I like how this is looking. Alright. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a couple of shades because I want everything to mend with my transition shade and everything. So I'm going to use Double Life, Accelerate, and then Ignite. I'm going to use those shadows together. There's a lot of fallout. But I'm just going to mix and match everything. And what I'm going to do on top of that is use the MAC Fix Plus with it. So I'm going to put Ignite first and then take my setting spray. Tap off the excess and then just tap everything in. And when it comes to putting shimmer on, I like to make sure that it's still, you know, defining my crease and putting the shimmer exactly how my eye shape is. So this is Ignite, and as you can see, it is very pigmented. So what I'm going to do is take the brush that we used earlier, the M514. I'm gonna use Still Shot, this peachy tone, and what I'm gonna do is just blend my crease with the shimmer, like just mend everything together. I like it. All right, so next I'm going to use Double Life. It's like a chocolatey reddish tone, and then mix it with Accelerate. Woo! I got matte fallout though. I like this color a lot. It's like brownish, reddish, golden. Goes together with the transition shade. I have water in here, so I'm gonna just spray a cotton round and then clean that up because I just don't want it to interfere with my concealer, because then it'll look super dark. And I'm just gonna clean up that part right there, and then I'll just reapply my under eye cream. Alright, so instead I'm going to use the MAC 210 brush. Alright, so now we finished that, and we're gonna get onto the rest of the face. I like to do the under eyes last. That is my favorite thing to do. Hold on. For that ass, show the world like it's Guinness. What's your name? Is it Keisha or is it Beck? It's faded off the liquor, so I might just call you Shelly. I can make. So my camera died. Joy. So this is the final results, and I love it. I love how the eyeshadow looks. Like, it looks like a nice coppery brown. I love it. Like, it looks so good. And then I paired it with a Sephora. Let me get the shit. So I switched up my lip because I always use Stripped from Anastasia as like my liquid lipstick to put. It's like the first thing I put on when I do my lips. So I was like, you know what? I need something to match the eye. So I was like, let's do a little coral color. So this is number 22 from Sephora. It's like, and then I put the Shy Timid NYX matte lipstick. It's like a super nude, and I put that in the middle, but then I mixed it with my foundation so that the center looks a lot more nude, but then it like mends together with like the liquid lipstick. And then for lip liner, I put Sweet Tea on, and this is the result. Tweezer. This is the best eyelash curler I have ever used. Like, I love it because it literally clamps onto the lashes and your lashes, because you know how sometimes you can see like your lashes coming through in the bottom, so it tightens it so much. And I got this on AliExpress. I think it was for like $1, but I have this in my kit as well for my clients. The only thing that sucks is they don't come with the reusable rubber, so those are the only ones that you have to buy extra, but honestly it's the best thing ever, and it's cheap. But yeah, I love how this look came out. I love how the eyeshadow looks. I wish I had my yellow Lowell Total Light, because then you can see exactly how coppery orange undertone it looks. But I did like a nude eyeliner on the bottom because I really wanted my eyes to pop out more. And then I did like a liner on the bottom, so it, like, you can see my eyeliner and then you can see like a line underneath it, and then it like mends together here. But I did that because I really wanted to have like more of an exotic look, not like a, you know how girls do like the pointy eyeliner in the front. I don't like to do that with my eyes because I don't have a lot of space there. So I did that because I feel like it opens up my eyes a lot more. But yeah, this is the look. Honestly, like, I'm gonna do one of those videos where it's like the 10-minute makeup challenge or whatever it is, and show you guys exactly how quick I could do all of this shit. But my thing is, I like to take my time when it comes to my makeup, and that's the only thing that I hate that my man rushes me about, because your girl needs to take her time. But yeah, this is your girl's skin. But this is why I use the NARS Radiant foundation, because it gives me such a buttery look, and then the way, the technique I have for applying it, it's honestly the best. So if you're acne prone, if you love the full coverage, definitely check out my foundation routine. I'm going to put the link down below and see how you like it, of the technique. But honestly, if you want like a nice buttery full coverage look, it's a plus, girl. It is. No fake shit. Look at, I love it. I did something different. I always use like a very fluffy contour brush, but this time I used a small domed brush that I usually use for blush, but I used it to chisel out my cheeks more, and that's why I like, look at snatch, bitch.